Hey anglers, thank you for joining us again this month. It is May. We are moving into, early summer. We're kind of, past spring. Everything is kind of, in the walleye world specifically, has spawned. We're starting to get some good weather, some stable weather, which is kind of a touch point of May. We start to get from that volatile weather of March and April, and we kind of get into some more summer patterns that are a little more consistent. And what happens in May around the parts where I live is one of my favorite ways to fish, and that is catching walleye in the weeds. Now, most people think that weed walleye is just a small lake, inland lake type thing, and that is absolutely false. If you fish a big body of water that has weed growth in it, be it here in the Great Lakes, Lake Erie, Saginaw Bay, Lake Ontario, Lake St. Clair, I don't care where you fish. Some of the shallow waters, even up around the straits where you get up actually up into Lake Superior, there are some bays that have weed growth in them. Out west, as we get into Minnesota and Wisconsin, Iowa, all these lakes have weed growth. And I'm telling you what, guys, it doesn't matter if your lake is big or small, walleyes will use the weeds. So this month in May, our workshop next week going to cover basic walleye locations in the weeds. What types of weeds attract the most walleyes? When is coontail better than cabbage? How do we know when walleyes are going to actually use the weeds, and how do we know what part of the weeds they're going to use? Inside edge, the deep edge, the top edge, move off of the weeds, go to the bottom of the outside edge. How can we tell when walleyes are going to locate at different parts in the weed beds? And then a question we get a lot, obviously, is I have weeds, I'm in a big lake, why would I not want to go out in deep water and troll? Why would I want to spend my time in the weeds fishing when I can go out in the deep and troll without having to worry about picking weeds off my lures? We're going to answer that question because some days, some bodies of water, the right time of year, and the right time of year starts now. As soon as the weeds get green and it goes all the way through the fall, when the weeds are actually dead, all summer, guys, walleye in the weeds can be the most consistent pattern you have, even on a big body of water, even if your body of water has open water bait fish and open water trolling. So join this month, May, at the Teachin Fishin Anglers Club. That's what we're going to be talking about. Weed walleye location basics, how to find the right weeds, how to understand when walleyes use them, how wind affects where they locate, and how to make sure you're in the right spot in those weeds so you can catch more fish than your buddies. Be sure you join us this month here at May. Can't wait to see you and talk about one of my favorite topics, catching walleyes in the weeds.